Hello. Welcome back. Langston reveals that he has been using Swan's finger and eyeball to bypass security. Langston pulls his gun to stop Jack from killing his entire team. He finds out that Neagley is alive. He's not happy about it. He then shoots O'Connell in the leg, so Reacher puts his hand behind his back and is handcuffed. Langston then orders his friends onto a helicopter. They are still strapped to their gurneys. Langston explains that he used Swan's retina scan and fingerprint to make it look like he was behind the theft. Then it would look like he took the money and ran. That's when the lights go off. Reacher is now free of his cuffs, and Lavoie's team enters the room. From there, it's like a game of whack-a-mole. Jack kills one bad guy, takes their gun, and runs out of bullets. Jack then kills another and takes their weapon. Rinse and repeat. Neagley takes out two men guarding the helicopter with Dixon and O'Donnell. She enters the facility to lend a hand to her old boss. She provides cover fire. Reacher, like the Kool-Aid man, runs through glass windows to get to the aircraft. Before he takes off, it does, but he manages to grab the back wheel and hang on for dear life. Langston orders the rear door to open. That's when our favorite former MP climbs in. Punching and kicking Langston and his head goon, Jack takes a knife to the forearm. Dixon is accidentally pushed forward. Reacher grabs the gurney as it falls out of the helicopter. While Jack holds on to Dixon, her body is strapped to the gurney that is swaying back and forth in the cold nighttime air. A good guy talks too much, telling Reacher how he's going to kill him with brass knuckles. The former MP grabs his face. Dixon unhooks herself. She holds the knife in her former boss's arm. Dixon stabs the man in the neck. The former MP then punches Langston. Dixon holds the pilot at knife point. Langston begs for his life, saying Jack needs him for the location of the buy. However, Reacher tells Langston that in an investigation, assumptions kill. He tosses Langston from the helicopter miles above the ground and is killed. Reacher already knows where the AM is waiting because the pilot does. So let's just say the remaining special investigators killed the terrorist. Reacher has the pilot land the helicopter at the meeting location. AM and his driver arrive. The driver is shot and killed by Neagley. Jack leads them inside. All four line up in front of AM. Reacher tells them he has one chance to tell them who his buyer is. AM says he refuses, knowing it will ruin him. He also points out that he's just a middleman. That's when Reacher shoots him in the abdomen. The rest of the unit unloads the clips in their guns, killing AM, where he stands. In the barn, Reacher lets the pilot and engineer go. However, Neagley loads one of the Little Wing shoulder missile launchers. The aircraft takes off. Neagley shoots and misses, but the software works, rerouting the missile, and the helicopter explodes. Lavoie's team turns their guns on Reacher, but he has already called Homeland Security. The agent hands his phone to our MP, who calls Lavoie and tells him the bad news. That's when the agent enters the senator's office to arrest him. Reacher ends its season with the former MP giving away $65 million to the families of the fallen members of their unit and Russo. They put a donation in Swan's name to a local animal shelter. In Russo's name, they send millions of dollars to his brother and nephew. Reacher puts money in O'Connell's kids' names and an LLC in Dixon's name to start her own company. He also paid off Neagley's father's medical bills and set him up with care for the rest of his life. They take a picture. The following day, Dixon and Reacher say their goodbyes, acknowledging that their fling was taking care of old business, not new business. She buys him a toothbrush so Reacher can buy himself something with the money. He does. A one-year Trailways bus pass costs a little over $1,000. Neagley tells Reacher he needs to do a better job keeping in touch. He climbs onto the bus, where an old-timer asks him where he is headed. His answer? I have no idea, he replies.